Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Documentaries are a great way of getting informed on niche topics that we're not familiar with. Whether we're finding out about climate change, World War II, or just about anything else, documentaries can be really eye-opening. Sometimes perhaps a little too eye-opening. These documentaries will give you a little bit more than you bargained for as far as shock factor, but if you're looking to be disturbed, look no further than these top 10 disturbing documentaries. But before we get started, why not become an archivist today by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. If you end up enjoying this video, let us know by giving it a thumbs up, and in the comments section, tell us which documentary disturbed you the most. Number 10. Jesus Camp. This documentary is about a Christian summer camp in North Dakota following 3 children who attend it. While this may seem like an introduction to a murder mystery novel, it actually takes on quite a bit of a political tone when the children are encouraged to use their religion to take America back for Jesus. There are political figures involved in the camp, including George W. Bush, and the attendees pray to these figures. Yeah, it was getting interesting. You'd think some families would be jumping at the chance to give their kids this type of education, but really, it was so controversial that it had to be shut down after parents complained. Number 9. Night and Fog. No documentary list is complete without a World War II cameo. I mean, it's humanity's darkest hour without a doubt. In this film, we see footage from the liberation of several World War II Nazi concentration camps in 1945. The footage shows the severely malnourished humans as they take their steps away from the camps and face the cameras with new eyes and weakened voices. I'm not one to cry very often, but boy, this was a tearjerker and a real reminder of how evil we can be as a society and a species. Number 8. The Woman Who Wasn't There. Is there anything more entertaining than catching someone in a deep, intricate lie? Whether it's Rachel Dolezal from the NAACP or this woman, people who take such deep dives into deceiving others fall the furthest when they're caught. This documentary tells the story about Alicia Esteve Head, known by the media as Tanya Head, who allegedly survived 9/11 from above the place of impact. She said she only made it thinking of her upcoming wedding day, which would never come, since her fiancé died in the other tower. Heartbreaking, right? She seems to have studied Tragic Storytelling 101. The truth was, she was a rich woman with a family from Barcelona who traveled often and enjoyed scamming people. Catch the devastating lie in The Woman Who Wasn't There. Number 7. Child of Rage, a story of abuse. This short documentary is one of the most disturbing things you'll ever see. It certainly seems like screenwriting gold for a horror film. Imagine a desperate couple looking to adopt being given the chance to house a beautiful young girl to give her a home. However, the child is so severely traumatized that she's out to kill your family. No Best Thriller award is going to this film, as it's actually true. In this documentary, the child being interviewed is Beth Thomas. She's 6 years old and has reactive attachment disorder due to an abusive childhood. As a result, she doesn't form bonds with people. The documentary shows real interviews conducted by a psychologist, during which Beth describes in detail, her face totally stoic, how she'd kill her new adoptive family and why she would like to. Number 6. Mommy Dead and Dearest. Child abuse seems to be a topic in a lot of these documentaries, delving into the main cause for many terrible things that happen. In Mommy Dead and Dearest, we're presented with the story of a murder. A daughter who teams up with an online boyfriend to kill her mother and finally be together. They get caught, of course, but that is only the beginning. The tale truly unfolds when we discover the deep wounds the young girl carried after a lifetime of abuse and Munchausen by proxy. If you never want to second-guess parent-child relationships again, do not Watch this documentary. Number 5. Tabloid. When a man follows a woman to another country, takes her to a cottage for 3 days, uses chloroform, handcuffs, and a weapon to kidnap her and have sex with her, he goes to prison. He is hated by the masses. He is written about as a cautionary tale. When you're a woman, well, you're made into a celebrity. Tabloid is the real-life story of a woman who makes it her mission to save a man from Mormonism by kidnapping him and forcing him to have sex with her. After the whole endeavor, she's laughing on television and made into a celebrity. Watch this documentary for the bizarre factor, but be prepared to ice your jaw after gaping for so long. Number 4. The Nightmare. If you are afraid of the dark and love a good scare, this is the documentary for you. How about if you're afraid of your nightmares becoming real? Definitely. Fear not waking up during the most frightening part of a bad dream? Step right on up. This documentary talks about the very real problems of people who suffer from sleep paralysis. While some simply feel the symptoms stated in the name, others are actively having hallucinations that feel real. All the while, neither of these groups can move their bodies or wake up. The documentary goes into the possible explanations for the disorder, and some of them seem taken straight out of science fiction. The worst part? One of the subjects states he didn't even start suffering from it until he heard about it, so no one is safe. Get ready to fear going to sleep again, forever. Number 3. The act of seeing with one's own eyes. If death is on your list of fears, don't watch this documentary unless you enjoy being tortured by the idea of your worst fears, like some do. Unlike previous documentaries on this list, this one doesn't quite have a traditional narrative. Its name comes from the literal translation of the word autopsy, which is exactly what's shown during the film. We see bodies, the extraction of organs, and really how we're all just pieces of meat. We even see bits of the embalming process. The experimental film isn't for the faint of heart or those who get nauseated by blood and guts. Number 2. Aokigahara, the Suicide Forest in Japan. This title isn't quite as obscure as our first one. We know from the bat what's going to happen here. The 35-kilometer forest in Japan seems to have some eerie energy about it that calls out to the loneliest corners of people's souls. It's so large and dense that disappearing within it can be done even accidentally. However, over 100 Japanese people per year come here to disappear very much on purpose, choosing to hang themselves from the very trees they hide in. The film shows graphic footage of bodies hanging from trees, so if that's too much for you, maybe this isn't one to put on your to-watch list. Number 1. Titicut Follies. To finish, let's take some of the ingredients of our previous documentaries on the list and stir them up in a pot. A little institutional abuse here, a bit of mental health issues over there, and a pinch of societal neglect and oppression for garnish. In Titicut Follies, we learn about a Massachusetts correctional facility where abuse is an everyday thing. If you have trouble facing the ethics and practices of institutions within the U.S. and many other countries, this could be troubling. Luckily, you can walk away with the peace of mind that the making of the documentary led to big reforms. Thanks for watching. List 3 of these documentaries you might want to now watch and in what order, and let us know what you decide and why in the comments. Be sure to become an archivist by subscribing, clicking the bell, and give this video a like.